Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress 2014 with me, the Green Dragon. Now let us continue right away and see what's happening here. Now if I recall correctly, we had all kinds of fun things happening beforehand, and I think these are dwarven traders, right? I think we already traded with them. Or maybe not, because I think we are bringing in a lot of stuff from them, and then we decided to set up things so that we could prevent them from arriving here when we didn't want to trade. Right, and we are moving all of the trash over so that we can atom smash it. Yes, I recall. I certainly do recall. Alright. What is being built? Golden statues for everyone's rooms? Okay, that's fine then. That's castrite, that's good too. We want to dig out these. But we will want to replace the walls here and make this good. For reasons, obviously. For our nobility, we have a mayor, we have pretty much everything we need. Okay, good. Okay, let's see what this will balance out at. Frame rate, I mean. 25 or so. I did change the video settings somewhat, which will hopefully improve the situation. And the frame rate is coming back up. I think in part because the water thing is settling out. Also, native gold. Here! In the what's his face, the magma pump shaft. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll probably have to dig out the walls there in order to make this good, because obviously this needs to be goodified in fact. And that's zinc, so we could use that to make brass out of tetrahedrite and stuff. Certainly a thing. And you are... okay, this is... right. That's fine. 20 or 10 to 20 units of sand is more than enough. More than enough. Now down below here, it doesn't matter what you're doing as long as... actually, something we should take a look at. Gem cutters. We have 4 and 4 encrusters. It's actually relatively sane if we're gonna put a major emphasis on that. That's not too bad as these things go, really. It really isn't. Okay, here. What is your problem? Okay, so you've seen a lot of things die. Soon. And if he was unable to find somebody in charge to... okay. Oh yeah, you are one of the people who is fucked up. Essentially just on crutches for the rest of your miserable, broken life. So it's really no surprise that you're gonna be slightly upset about the situation, I suppose. So that's fine, you can continue doing that. We'll find a way.
That every other day there's a new migrant saying, I'm here to work, I make cheese, or I grind down
some
chunks,
migrants,
or I
and
milk
we are
things.
at
Well, how many milkers do you think we
3/4
need
of
here,
our
huh?
population
How many?
now.
Do you see anything that can be milked
That's
here? Honestly, do you think we
perfectly
want to milk a
fine,
maggot or something?
really.
No, go
We're gonna
home.
turn these off. Okay, we're gonna get more migrants, which is good. We might want to actually have more smoothers. Rooms, as in dwarven rooms, even engraved with the most basic levels of skill, will still be pretty damn good. And we might just want to go for basic engravers instead of more advanced kinds because reasons. So that's a mine shaft. We might want to take a look at the possibility of simply blocking this off and accessing it from somewhere else. Now what the frack is this? This is random crap like quivers, water skins, the like. So, despite the danger, eh? So this is considered a dangerous place. So we have 8 more migrants. Some of them brewing and cooking migrants. Okay, I think my military is full currently. So we're good on that. I might want more glassmakers and more, you know, like... okay, you can stay on that. How many actual farmers do I have? 3. Okay, so we'll want another one of those. In fact, why don't we go with 2 of those? No, I guess miners are more important. We don't need more than 2 woodcutters anyway. So we'll turn these 2 into that, then possibly into a few into wood guys. Yay, so actually how many of those I have? I read a whole lot actually. Well, I'm reading actually lime making, right. So how many is that? That's like 5, which is not great. No, that's 7. 7, yes, 7, so... I think that's 7. Let's recount. So yes, 7 and 8 and 9. I don't think we need quite that many, really. Get right down to it. I mean, we can, but... how about we keep it at around... well, 7 is okay. How many glassmakers do we have? I'm seeing 4, so again, no real contest there. Stone detailing, on the other hand, could be a thing we focus on. Maybe, at least for now. I mean, we do have a lot of good engravers, or goodish engravers. You're level 3, you're level 2. Well... I mean, what else could I put them on, really? Don't really need anything right now. So why don't we, by default, put them on this, and then we'll consider turning them on to something else later. You're making gold statues quite happily. That's good. That's all good. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Down below we are starting to work on gems and graphite. Graphite, which I should care about. Why? Oh, because there's Goshenite. Nice pocket too. Clearly there will need to be a lot of very careful making of this mine shaft, and or rather this magma shaft, and we'll have to carefully rearrange it and set it up properly. And there's an aquamarine cluster as well. That's actually really good. It's valuable gemage. And certainly we're not gonna abandon gems to the magma, not when that is a tragedy that is easily preventable. Not when that's an easily preventable tragedy. Cancel that. Good. Good, so you're gonna do all the things, that's good. And here, what are we on? Numbers. Blocks 29 and the rest is much the same. Unless these corkscrews are actually removed from there, which... there's corkscrews here, which is a thing. Let's do it like this. Maybe they'll get moved then. Okay, so what happened? From what? You are fighting the miner. This one? You crazy bastard. So that was Vukar. Was he anyone important? Luckily I have spare manpower. You are a stone detailer. You dick! So now we have a murderer. Luckily we have justice rooms. Let's make one more. So, justice. Building destruction. So, wait, that's just for this guy. Alright. So we can get him for building destruction, and we have had murder. So we don't know that this is murder in theory, even though that was... Okay, so he died. And you are stressed the fuck out. Okay. Fine. I should have places to bury dwarves though, right? I mean, I should in theory have enough graveyards left. Okay, here we'll just get this nice and ready for things. And that's gunrite, which is of little value and to us, and it looks like we have a good supply, so that's hardly a problem. Red zircon, on the other hand, is something we want to liberate, shall we say. I think liberate is the term that is applicable here, really. And that is Gabbro, which means we can find cool stuff in here. If we find a vein of whatever that was, that we find kimberlite? I don't know, something. Not cobaltite, but there was something where a layer in which we could find actual cave crocodile interruptions. Well, shit, son. Go down here and end that thing then. Speaking of, uniforms. Uniform 5. This needs to have weapons now of maces. And we need to ensure that in-key requirements, such as they are assigned this... No, not in-key requirements, the golden treasures. They were the ones who used uniform 5. There we go. So they each have a mace as a backup, if nothing else. Because clearly that's important. Obviously. For obvious reasons. And we've struck Galena again, completely and utterly useless. Hello. Score. Yellow diamonds. Nice. And people do seem to have cleaned up that little problem there. And you have happily killed the cave crocodile, which is great. That is quite excellent. That is absolutely excellent of you. So more cobaltite. And that's the place with Galena, which we care not that much about. Yes, indeed. And this is the place where we're gonna have our thing. Obviously. Okay. That's good. Then we'll find a way to make this work. It'll be good. It will be okay. And a lot of these stone doors would eventually need to be replaced with golden ones, I think. It does seem like a good idea, all things considered. Speaking of, how's our value from architecture? Our architecture kind of sucks, but this thing, even crappy engravings, will be worth something. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. I think mass engraving with crappy stuff, at least in the less important areas, like the living quarters for ordinary dwarves, especially if we're giving each of them a golden thingy, it's gonna help a great deal, honestly. And he has bestowed the name on a silver thingy. Alright. Okay. So, Bamble here can't take it. I think we're gonna replace Bamble. I do not like that flashing red there. That seems bad. And in this version of the game, apparently, the dwarves do not distress that well. Go figure. But, oh well. So we're gonna put Lolor into it, and Bamble is out, so you are now a smoother. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy. There you go. You are free. Run free, my little dwarf. You have gained a reprieve from death in the military. Congrats. You're actually gonna live. Sort of. For a little bit, anyway. For a little bit. And you are happily... Okay, that is cancelable. Good. And then you are just going on milk quartzes, really. Okay. Forbid all of that. And permit all of that. Next, what do we have a lot of? What's our next cutting gem? And I do intend to make it a gem that we have a lot of, and preferably one that is extremely valuable if possible. Golden barrels. There we go, golden barrels is perfect. Golden barrels. But you know, this constant attrition of dwarves slowly withering away and not being able to take it, you know, I can live with that. I can really live with that. That is fine. They can die horribly, they can snap. I don't mind. It's okay. Let them all die. Let them snap. What's the big deal? Let them. Let them. Let them all snap. Let them all die. Apparently we've also struck tetrahedrite. And jelly opal. Well, sure. Oh. Yeah, not quite that much. I just want to make sure that we don't waste anything here. Yeah, that's a nice big vein, but I think I'll pass on that. Thank you, game. Yes. Just gonna dig out enough to make it cool. Also, over here, this has all been moved. I think that this needs to be pulled. Very much so. Build G, no. Lowercase g. Huge bridge of... Actually, let's make it out of gold bars. Whoops, needed to close, so just so that I can... Damn it! Brain, the fuck? There, retracts. Just so that I can be awesome about this. Could use steel bars, but I don't have enough. So, suppose we'll go with something else. Like, I don't know, something gold. There we go. Are we melting gold any place? No, we're melting stuff. And, well, we are smelting gold ore, admittedly. Okay, that's fine then. All in all, things are going okay, I would guess. Yeah, digging out all of these, kind of a mistake, but you know, it'll be okay. Just make sure you dig all of them. Apparently we will for a change. Okay, So once you've encrusted with the crappy gems, we'll cut down the good gems, then we'll cut down some more crappy gems. It'll be awesome. This way they get better at gem cutting, which is kind of meh, but it also increases our value, because cut gems are worth a great deal more. And golden barrels, well, you can see they have a value of 60. Freaking 60! Let's take a look at some of the other gems. Apparently we can't. Well, whatever, it's fine. Whatever, it's okay. Though here... Oh no, right. This is okay, actually. This is actually okay. We can do something like this and this. The dwarves did get buried, right? The ones that died? Yes, they did, so that's okay. What the frack is that? Apparently a tooth of some kind or something. The fuck? That shouldn't be there. That should so... What? Silliness, come on. Now here, how do we handle this? Move across or just build a stairway under them? I'm thinking stairway under them is probably better, but I don't know. It's hard to say, really. Kind of hard to say. Alright, you have encrusted a whole lot of goblets with awesome things. Let's take a look at this. What do we have? Superior quality, right. Okay. Okay. Value, value, value. So there is some added value there. You can see that there are some added value things. And a masterpiece green glass tube. You know, I care about it about this much. Not at all, in short. We're out of logs, which means that we are in danger of our entire industry coming to a screeching halt because of lack of trees kicking in. Which would be a bad thing, incidentally. Okay, you have for the most part smoothed this out, which is great. I think the next thing would be to actually proceed to engrave the frack out of this, and I really don't give much of a fuck about quality. It's fine. Quality doesn't matter. What matters is that they do engrave all of this at whatever quality, just so that this gets done. Okay, we have 3 levels of that, so that's fine. And that will also improve our value, which is, of course, important. For no particular reason, really. Okay, so that got atom smashed. Someone needs to pull this and reset the smasher. Wow, we're actually holding at... Nope, no, we're not gonna hold at that. Of course not, that would be silly. Far, far too much stuff. Okay. I think that this needs to be dumped so that we can expand the actual stockpile here. With, you know, stuff. Okay, you are bringing up the steel thingies. Do we have any mandates right now? No? Okay, that's good. Okay, what do we have on justice? Okay, so you're nice and dead, and you are happily engraving. And that should make... Okay, we're at 2.5 mil of this. Let's see how quickly this goes up. We'll come back to that in a couple of... Yeah, we're at a 1/4 mil on that, right? Right, so... It's slowly ticking up, so it's worth, what, a couple of... like 150 or something at basic engraving. That's not horrible. That's some masterpieces getting engraved. Yes, it's sticking up rather nicely. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, so that is all EGRable. Okay, so the cut gems and stuff will be kept in there, which is fine. We'll not be actually turning those golden barrels into anything. If anything, I probably just want to cut all of my gems because it doesn't depend on quality, and then go from there. But I think it's about time we actually end this episode, so I'm gonna call it an episode here. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one, so see you then.